water. They finally escape. But it's like, it's like, okay, you know how much role players love to get captured, right? And torture is always fun to be on the receiving end of, not really. But so I wasn't sure how it was going to go, but I've got a great bunch of players. So they finally, and at the end, it was like Gordon and Allison were both, best game ever! It's like, really? I didn't know that being captured by the Antichrist would be or being tortured by the Antichrist would be such a big seller. But yeah, they were like, oh, this is my best session we've ever played.
Fantastic.
So you never know.
Right on. All right.
Are you guys going to do the post-judging thing with?
I don't know where Alex is, so.
Okay.
Are we just calling it there? Or are we gonna play out?
Sounded like you were saying we might. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so.
Cool.
So unfortunately, I have to leave. It was nice meeting you.
It was nice meeting you. I love the humor of the red shirt.
There you go. It wasn't even particularly intentional. It was just next in the queue. It could have been a blue shirt.
I understand, but I still find humor in it.
There you go. And I haven't managed to avoid damage. This is good.
Yeah, you managed to avoid fighting, so.
Huzzah.
Since Spiker really likes fighting if I'm on the giving end, really bad at receiving damage.
Yeah. Well, and I feel a little bad because you're right. This was definitely, you were kind of the fish out of water in this scenario. The good news is they had no way to see through a magical disguise.
It seemed to be that no one was capable of dealing with anyone else's powers. Everyone was at pure mercy of.
Good deal.
All right.
No, we'll see
I'm
what
gonna find Skip
wants to
here.
do.
Perfect.
So.
Okay.
Well, when we
so
get.
weird and clumsy trying to pull off acting bureaucratics and charm while trying to maintain a bad French accent.
It's true.
Like, no, these don't go.
Glorious.
Don't work together. That's not how this works. I
It's
can't.
humorous.
Well, I must tell you, from being on the other side of the monitor, it's fucking hilarious.
Glad you're doing
Well, I'm glad I was at least pulling that part off.
Yeah, it was awesome. Last game you were great too, and
I felt better with last game. Last game I felt like you could actually.
you had your stick.
Here I'm kind of stuck. Like
He was the designated sexist asshole last time, but there weren't any female
and
characters.
it worked
to
great
get on.
because. But now that there's.
Yeah, we had a little.
Like I'm ready to try and charm these guys, but it's not the same kind of charm. It's like,
Well, it is charm. It's not seduction.
right,
so.
right. I'm like I could try and charm one.
You're back.
Where did you have any idea where Alex went?
Don't
I
actually.
don't.
He wanted. Well,
I did.
I guess
Yeah, you
if
wanna
you see
hang
him, tell him I've taken off, and
Sounds good.
I'll see him next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next time.
All right.
Alright.
So we can play out some more if you want. I don't
Just
know.
hang
if
out and
they're
play
done
for
now,
a
but
few
we
minutes,
can certainly
yeah.
play it out if you just want to finish the scenario. So.
Sure, let's do it till he's available. And
Cool. Okay.
do you want to jump in or
Yeah.
You're welcome to. She's
Yeah.
there and everything.
3 dice 6 is mostly what you need. So
So you're gonna punch the general?
That sounds like what I do.
Okay.
But a real quick question: these cells, what are
Really bad at walking out of rooms.
I was gonna say.
Well, you're getting lots of practice. I'm not
Yeah.
getting bad at it.
okay.
I'm still bad at it, but I'll
Oh,
get
yeah.
better. I'm not bad.
Yeah, it's
Just
still
feel
cool
forward.
enough that you notice when you notice lack
Yeah.
of code.
Yeah.
Okay.
Take 3.
Yeah.
All right. So you're gonna.
Okay, but first the cells.
All right. See ya.
Are they?
Okay, Alex.
Oh, yes, I know what we're doing. Yeah. So
Okay, so what do we want to do? Do you want to like give these two short critiques on film?
Yeah.
Are you okay with that?
Yep,
Okay, all right.
absolutely.
yeah, I didn't know if you wanted to try and grab him before he left and do him first, or but
You know,
something we had to get,
I'm
so.
okay with him leading. Worst case scenario, we could come
Do it
together
later.
and do
Yeah.
it later.
Sure. Yeah.
You know.
Cool.
and-
Sounds
He
good.
just needs to wear the red shirt.
Right.
You were dressed an awful lot like that red shirt person. We're not gonna make any comments. Oh,
I was actually thinking from like a show standpoint, you could even start off with doing like, I mean, I don't watch a lot of reality TV, but they always start with, this is Wendy. Wendy, tell us about you. And Wendy does her, 15-second thing, and
right. And that's.
And you
sort of-
kind of did that going
do
around.
You want
but-
to? Yeah, I do want to.
Yeah.
What are your top 3 games? What do you like?
Right.
What do you?
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. So like everybody gets a little idea.
Right,
of
right,
what you
right.
like.
Mhm.
And also, it's a shout out to the systems you like. I mean, if
Right.
you really love the Hero
Right.
system, you better let people know.
Right.
And then, Hero fans will like it. And,
Yeah. Top 3 games would be Champions, Fantasy Hero, and Star Hero. Does that count?
I don't know if I could pick 3 systems,
It's-
man.
yeah.
It's a
That's
tough
a,
call. I
that's
mean,
a tough
But
call.
then you could also say, you know, if you're not system specific, what are your 3 favorite genres or
Right.
settings
right,
or
you
something?
know, I mean,
Yeah.
if you wanna
Yeah.
switch that up, I totally understand.
Yeah.
Yeah, that, like, technically the ones I'm most familiar with are these 3, but really, I like hero system, and other than that, I normally don't use a rule book.
Yeah.
Most of the games that I've played,
Yeah,
the
yeah.
rule book is not as helpful.
It's a paperweight sometimes. to
But
some
like that
extent.
demon game I was mentioning, you
Yeah.
notice how that's really overpowering.
Mm.
You don't need to really hash out a whole lot of rules for something that's that straight up powerful.
Mm.
Because like, no, you could probably pull that off,
Mm.
and I'll let you get away with it. If you can probably pull it off, I'll let you just pull it off.
Yeah.
And once once it's that skewed, if you're that
Right.
min-maxed, then the rest of the rules are kind of irrelevant. Let's assume you're just a regular fragile human being, except for this really amazing thing.
Yeah.
And when you work all your powers that way, then suddenly it's like, well,
Right, right.
why do I need to math this out?
Yeah.
And on the sub, there was a guy who I gave him this power, and he didn't know how. It was his first time role playing. He didn't know how to play a different person, so he was himself, and I gave himself powers. But we were on a submarine in the middle of the ocean at the
Yeah.
time. It's like, all right, fine, you got your superpowers. You're right here in the bottom of the ocean, and the submarine's under attack. Like under attack by what? Like
We don't
Leviathan.
know. Oh.
Leviathan is attacking the ship. He's like, well, all right, what are my powers? Like, well, you've got this kind of a power that's kind of like a in your mind shotgun power that
Right.
does a lot of damage. It's a lot of damage, but it's a shotgun power. But this is Leviathan you're fighting, right? So just a heads up. What's he do? He tries to shoot Leviathan with the shotgun power. Like, no, this is.
Yeah.
I threw the biggest monster conceivable at you. This is the runaway part. Fine, you shot him. I killed you. Let's try again.
And you're dead. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's
Some
start
people-
over.
Some people anchor on certain
Groundhog
powers,
Day.
though.
I actually have a sign. I've only used it for a couple of games. That I actually have a sign that says "Warning: Level inappropriate encounter ahead." That I
Nice.
occasionally held up when it just okay. Your characters would understand this is not a fight you can win. But there are a lot of people, particularly who come from a D&D background, where every encounter is statistically designed to be level
Yes.
appropriate for a party of 4 to 6 adventurers of level X through Y, and those aren't all my games.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually had, there was one of the Mile High Club games I have is the Mile High Club versus the level inappropriate encounter. Because you're basically going after Dr. Destroyer, who normally fights armies, So,
There you go.
and it's yeah, straight up fight, you're gonna lose. So when I get to that point, I hold up the little level inappropriate encounter.
The game before last that we was running in that France campaign, we actually saw a dragon, like Tatterwing the dragon, and I'm like what we think of a red dragon, a D&D kind of dragon. He's like, yeah, like. So we carried a conversation with him until I managed to say a joke or something that made the dragon laugh enough that he would let us live, and then we left. It's like, no.
Yeah.
I know what's going on here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm talking my way out of here,
Yes,
hopefully.
exactly.
So
Is
we're at,
that- yeah, so what his suggestion is, stand from the posters,
mhm.
you address them too, we've already got the camera on you. And, and so that way, we can capture, we'll have probably that one on you guys just probably reacting to the camera or just watching you guys react to her over there.
Look thoughtful. Yeah. Too late. They've already been watching you for the last hour. So, yeah.
Unbutton the top button. No.
Show everybody you're serious.
That's right. Yeah.
I've been working hard.
You want to? I know you want to pop the collar.
Oh my gosh, no. Wow.
And force majeure does. Actually, force majeure would be a kind of pop the collar kind of guy.
I
So
thought
that
his
would be-
collar on his costume was permanently popped. Oh, it's not a collar.
It
thing.
should be. If it isn't,
He doesn't have a collar. He has
Wow.
shoulder pads.
There you go.
so. But,
Yeah, so
Yeah.
he'll be here in a minute.
okay.
And
Okay.
for you, just to let you know, because these will pick you up, but if you could project, they will reduce echoing as
Not a
much as
problem.
possible.
Oh, were we
I think
echoing
it'd
or
be
were
fun.
we?
No, it's
Actually,
just,
I tend to project accidentally anyways.
her being by the posters is going to be almost a range problem.
Okay.
So
right.
it'd be better if you could project a little bit.
Plus, the good time, it kind of looks a little more informal. So.
Yeah. And
Better
I,
We gotta get the cameras on.
I actually designed the poster on the left, and the few that are missing
I was gonna ask.
are the only ones that like. He gave. I said, whatever you've got, give it to me. I'll work with it.
Nice.
Several of them were so small files that when you expanded them,
Oh,
they just
yeah.
went.
Pixelated.
Yeah, they completely.
It took me actually quite a while. So this is the triptych from the Champions Villains series,
Right.
and then that's the cover of the new one. I think it is. Yeah.
Mhm.
But it took me because the home group I'm doing is Fantasy Hero,
Mhm.
and I wanted to get there have been 4 editions of Fantasy Hero so far, and I wanted to get the covers of all 4 of them for the 4 panels of the screen, but. Fantasy Hero 3rd edition, which came out in 1985, it's the best. I can get one that's about that big, and when you blow it up, it looks like something. And I could scan in my copy that I've had, but
Yeah.
it looks like it's been
It's pretty ratty.
rode hard and put away wet. So,
Which cover is that one? Is
um,
that the
the original one?
yeah the one you're having the most issues with? Is that the 85?
Yeah, the original one.
I think I've got a scan in write-ups of that.
That would be very cool.
But I don't know if I've got a scan on the cover. That's the one that has like the 46 hand textual.
No, that's the one I'm looking for. That I'm having a hard time finding. Yeah, 3rd edition, the original.
Okay, all right. Yeah, I don't think I've got anything on that.
Yeah, that's a hard one. This is
So,
the 5th edition
10
cover
years.
was really good.
Yeah,
Are there any
that's-
more girls yet that are role playing?
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
actually.
Oh yeah, actually we had Cassie.
Yeah,
Allison-
unfortunately, both of the no-shows were girls. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it would have been
Well, they
3
were
to 2.
women.
Women. I'm sorry. She said girls, so I was easy. Yeah.